Welcome back. We've returned to the Americana for an early screening of Tuner. Why don't you join me? So I got here early to get a bobblehead. You can kind of see them being set up back there. So they said I gotta wait 15 minutes, so I'll wait 15 minutes. I just got out of the movie. I'm gonna collect my thoughts and we'll start the review. Welcome back. For today's review of Tuner, I'm cosplaying as the keys of a piano. Before we get started, this review will contain partial spoilers, so consider this your spoiler warning. This film stars Dustin Hoffman as Harry, Leo Woodall as Nikki, and Havana Rose Liu as Ruthie. Since this was an early screening event, the ticket also came with a surprisingly high-quality bobblehead of Dustin Hoffman on the piano. This was actually a fun detail because the same bobblehead appears on the dashboard of the company van in the film. The movie opens with Nikki and Harry traveling around tuning pianos for different clients. Harry suffers from hearing problems and accidentally locks his hearing aids in his safe. And on top of that, he forgets the combination. That seemingly small mistake ends up setting the whole story into motion because Nikki decides to take the safe home with him to try to open it. Now here's where the movie introduces its most unique concept. Nikki has an extreme sensitivity to sound. This developed from an allergy. Loud noises are physically overwhelming to him. But that heightened hearing also allows him to pick up tiny audio details that most people wouldn't. After watching safe cracking videos online, Nikki realizes he might be able to crack the safe by listening to the internal mechanisms. Through a lot of trial and error, he eventually succeeds. That moment marks the beginning of his descent into the criminal underworld. At one of his piano tuning jobs, Nikki unexpectedly runs into criminals drilling into a safe. He helps them open it so that he could finish his job and go home. But before he goes, one of them hands him a stack of cash and a business card telling him to call him for more work. Then Harry's character gets hospitalized, and Nikki goes deeper into criminal activity in order to pay off Harry's mounting medical debt. That's really the emotional core of the movie. Underneath the heist elements, this film feels like a commentary on the realities of modern healthcare and financial desperation. The idea that even good people can be pushed into morally dangerous situations when someone they care about is suffering. The romance in this movie felt grounded and believable. It had playful tension, natural chemistry, and never crossed over into overly polished movie romance territory. It genuinely felt like two people who could realistically connect. As for the heist angle itself, that's where Tuner really sets itself apart from other heist movies. Using sound sensitivity as the foundation for safe cracking gives this film a fresh identity that makes it stand out from conventional crime thrillers. I give this movie a solid 7 out of 10. I don't necessarily know if I'll revisit it often, but I did enjoy the experience. The pacing stays consistent throughout, although I do feel like it could have been trimmed slightly. I'm curious to know what happens to Nikki after the ending, because the film leaves enough emotional fallout there for you to wonder where his life goes next. Now when it comes to Dustin Hoffman, I wouldn't say he was wasted exactly, but I do think the movie could have done more with him. Because Harry spends so much of the runtime hospitalized, it feels like Hoffman's presence is there primarily to add weight and gravitas to the cast list. Although his role is somewhat limited, Harry's hospitalization ultimately serves as the catalyst that drives the story forward. His presence absolutely helps the film. As a musician myself, I actually connected with the movie quite a bit. The anxiety surrounding hearing damage and sound sensitivity felt very real to me. Also, seeing this movie in Dolby was a fantastic experience. The sound design is such an important part of the film that the enhanced audio really elevated the tension and immersion. Huge thanks to Black Bear Pictures for hosting this early access screening and hooking us up with a sweet bobblehead. If you're looking for a heist film that brings a genuinely fresh perspective to the genre, I highly recommend seeing Tuner. If you enjoyed this review, hit the like button, subscribe for more movie reviews, and if you've seen the film, let me know your thoughts in the comments below.